steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw here. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finding Pickens for another catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Johnson running right. And he's got it down to the 28. The Steelers now at 2-5 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
60.
2nd and 6. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 20. 9 yards that time.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 86. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Come on. Pat the six.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And Burrow going to throw again. This will be caught by Glenn. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That's another Bengals first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12. Right 80. 11, Tom.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ja'Marr Chase, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 10.
Hot 70, hot 70, 60 Eagles, 60.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Hey, Ray, come on, set, go.
They'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ready.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. 19 Lion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Mustang 19.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hawk 70, Hawk 19 tight, 19 tight.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11, Tom. 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Come on, ready?
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Gun. Stop. They can't. 11. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Pass taken in. Ball's big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Deputy! 60 Eagles! 19! Mustang 19!
Back to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens, 26 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11.
Now Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
12.
Again, it's Burrow. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Stop. Right, 80. Right, 12. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. And he goes out right around the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, is confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Here we go. 11. Big 13. Big 13.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
11-90. 12.
Burrow on play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. 3rd and goal. Burrow. And it's caught. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Can.
Burrow going to keep it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Come on.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. He's up to the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They give to Johnson going right.
They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Got it. Ready?
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Back to 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Graves. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
Steelers 14. Bengals 10.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
11, stop.
They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
3 plays and out.
An audible here to get a new look. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Okay, ready? Ready? Ready, line. Ready.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, yeah.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Burrow will throw. This one complete to Yoshibas. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down. Now it's Burrow. Tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
1-1, ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
11 MTs, hey! 11 MTs.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He'll try to do it himself. Looking deep here for Chase. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now 2nd and 9.
Come on. Hey, Matt, gotta be lying. Ready?
Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Look at the big fella go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 71 yards. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Slow. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good.
Now it's Burrow.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Done.
Again, it's Burrow. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. 180. Race up.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
18, Rattler. 18, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
Mustang 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Ready, ready. No, no. Come on, come on.
Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and 6.
Hot 70, hot 70. Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw again. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Ready, check.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They give up the middle to Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 13. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.